we're going to take out the parents' Vivier. Oh, there we go. Move the seat back a little bit. Almost the same. Oh, they've changed their tone. There you go, look. Special. This is all different for me. It's all new to me, this. Bluetooth flashing away there. Radio here. There you go. Wow. Right. There's my lovely one there. See if it feels any different. Okay, you get first notable thing, the steering wheel does feel a little bit different. I think it's exactly the same steering wheel, so maybe because it's just brand new, mine's been smoothed up from use. But one thing's different, when I was looking in the mirror, there's more vibration from the mirror. As you hit a bump, it reverberates more through the mirror than mine. And when I look at it, it's actually a different mirror. Looking at the back of the mirror, it's different. So there's one little noticeable thing. Otherwise, obviously, the same car. Power feels the same. There is no kickdown. I'm just going to see this actually to see if it's in the Vizio. It feels the same. Let's try again. I don't think it's as fast. I don't think it's as fast, you know. Either that is really, really smooth, which it may very well be. The regeneration, of course, there is no B mode. So that's the difference. Gonna go right here. Other comments? None really, I don't think. It's pretty much exactly the same car. Nah, it's just as fast, I think. Just trying to tie it now, just to pull out in front of that car. Yeah, just as quick. Up we go up the hill. Yeah, so it's exactly the same. The noise still sounds the same. Everything is pretty much exactly the same, apart from that mirror. Everything else though all looks the same, feels the same. Obviously, it's just got different features than what mine's got. Lovely. There you go. Not very insightful, but exactly the same thing. Save yourself some money and get a Vizio, unless you want all the car wings, gubbins, and the other little extras, optional extras. But if you can get a Vizio with a rapid charge fitted and a pre-reg, and you can buy it outright, definitely worth it. Or of course you can get a centre for the same price. But it's this is spot on, really. Another nice electric car. Good old Leaf. I want to try a Techno now. See what it's like having leather seats. Who can I blag a Techno drive off? Anyone local? So there's no B mode on the Vizio, but you do get full regenerative braking under braking, as it were, as opposed to where I hardly use the brakes. So if I just touch the brakes aren't actually cutting in, but you're still getting the full bubbles to the left hand side, so the full regen. So you're not actually losing that much by not having B mode. Obviously, apart from when you let off the throttle and don't touch the brake, in B mode on mine, the centre, and the same with the Techno, you get miles more engine brake, more regen. But with this, of course, it drifts a lot longer. Coasts for a lot further distance because it hasn't got the B mode. But when you're touching the brakes, you can get those bubbles down pretty low, like I'm doing now, so you can get them to where my B mode would be. So you just have to use the brake to use that B mode essentially. You're not actually using the brakes, but you can get heavy regenerative braking, so by playing with the brake. So it's doable. You know, you don't lose that functionality completely, you just lose the ease, I suppose, of doing it. You don't have to really worry about it in mine, but you can do it in this, so it's not like you completely lost it. So that's pretty cool. Yay, the 100-mile signal. 100 miles. I'll soon dip down again now. That's pretty cool. Second time that's happened in almost 5,000 miles. Whee! 101! I think that was the first time ever we displayed 101. That's pretty cool for a Gen 2 in sort of fairly fast roads. You know, we haven't got any 15, 20 mile an hour limits here. It's all 30 and 60s. No, not a billion, but one! Someone just pulled out right in front of us. So I had to slam on the old brakes. Quite tight little road round here. Oh look, we're not going into that today. Family trip. We have to go in this, don't we?
That's George, look at the A.
There's not enough seats in the Leaf. Very good. So we're going in a blooming diesel. Boo! I want to go in that, but I got to go in that. Nissan, when you bring out your van, make a 7-seater version. Yes, please. Morning. This car was not used yesterday, but I know for a fact it was charged to 100%. So there was a question quite a few weeks ago now, which is how much power does it consume while it's just sat there? So what I will do is I suggest I turn it on and see. So it's being charged up now. Wasn't charged up overnight. It was charged up the night before last night. So it's been set all that time. What does it say? 100%. So I would have said it uses nothing for all intents and purposes. I suppose if you left it a month, something would happen. But you should never leave a battery anyway at 100% really, apparently. So there we go. That's the answer to that question. If you leave it for over 24 hours, nothing happens. One thing I like doing is watching this car go when Amy takes it out, and it'd be really, really quiet. Not like these little noisy diesels. First night ever, I think. I haven't charged up unless it's already been at 100%, which is once before. But this time I left it because I'm going to my parents' house where they've got a charger there. So I'm just going to drive to work, drive on down to theirs today and some other few other places, and then I'll charge up there and see how much I get and see what effect that has, if any, on my working day. Let's go. Off to school, innit? School run. Bye.
Bye, Mum.
Let's imagine. There's Nick Clegg in the back car. Nick Clegg.
Back of this convoy.
It's not really.
Oh, look.
Follow him out, yeah.
Quick, get your leaf. Kids are out of control.
View from underneath, that's a helicopter. And there's the police and everything. Pretty cool. Well, arrived here, 36%. So I'll just pop it on charge now. It's 11:57. I'll be popping back out in a couple of hours' time. Right, let's see what we have got. It's 2 o'clock, just coming up. 68%. And there we go. Look at this. I'm 15 miles an hour. Not really doing anything. It's brilliant. Through lovely country lanes. I'm on turbo mode. Brilliant. Electric bike. It's probably quite windy, not sure if you can hear me. There you go. Kona. Electric bikes. Awesome. So that and this Nissan Leaf is the ultimate. Brilliant. So I managed to actually get back home with 22 miles on the guessometer. That'd be about 23%, I think it was. So I quickly lobbed it on charge. It's been on charge for approximately 35 minutes, and now my wife needs to go to gym in it. So she is off there now, which is only, it's Colford, so it's, I don't know, 6 miles away, 6 miles there, 6 miles back, so it's plenty to get there and back. It should be fine. See, she's left the front flap open. So you think she could drive off without it open, but no, she can't do that. There we go. Pinching my mints. Beautiful. There's a boy there somewhere, hiding, opening the gates for me. About 7:20 in the morning, something like that. But I cannot access my car by the remote app. I've been trying for the last 45 minutes to find out what the charge station was from inside the house. Nothing. Cannot activate it at all. Just says not received, not received, not received, not received, not received. So that was useless. So there we go. Well, the answer is 100%. So there we go. Been trying to say for about 45 minutes to actually get it to tell me what was going on, but it just would not connect. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but probably just a loss of signal or something, which is a bit strange. I've never done that before. Right, so when it's cold-ish, it's 11 degrees at the moment. 11 degrees. I get a creaking noise from the dash. But when it seems to warm up, or it's warmer inside the car, that stops. So still getting that creaking noise, but nothing nowhere near as bad, basically. Livable completely. There we go. So 3 months in, 3 months of ownership, and all I can say is it's been absolutely brilliant. I'm almost on 5,000 miles, not quite. probably might get it on. Yeah, probably will this week. I'll get it. Yeah, so it'll be in this week's episode. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. There's not really a lot I can say. You've seen all of the previous episodes. It's done 5,000 miles, 3 months. I've increased my mileage since getting this car, and I've never run out and come across very few problems with chargers being down. And I'm in a position really where I've hardly had to ever use them unless I've gone on a journey purposely to use them, or I've gone on a very rare long journey. So just the infrastructure we got, charging at home, charging with parents, is fine. Most of the time just charge at home on off peak, get home, plug it in, it works. So far it's been absolutely spot on. So what happens at my work now, let's see. That's what happens when one person buys a Leaf. You end up having 3 in a work car park. So it's alright, isn't it?
429.
429 miles, is it?
It's absolutely great.
You have to put it in and
it's absolutely
bring it
great
down because it beeps like all the time. So what do you think of it then so far? Your first 500 miles?
429. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't see why anyone would not want an electric car.
You've gone quite far on the short time you've had it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Not crazy miles, but
No.
you've been all over the place. Rightio. You're enjoying it then, that's good. Next. Got your lights on. That works differently then. So you've got those ones on. Well, you got those ones on. On mine, those come on. Ow. Well, they're on now. What have you done there? It's what, sorry?
That's your lights on now, isn't it? Oh no. Ah, right.
Yeah, so that's off, right. So off. I don't know why. Put it in reverse? Is it in reverse? Bizarre. Don't know. It's odd.
Is that the same as yours or not?
No, yours is on now. Yours is set up now like mine.
Oh, right.
So put side lights on. Ah, you had side lights on. So if you put side lights, or have you got your main light? No, your side lights are on.
Main light.
Ah, so if you've got main lights on, the fog lights turn off. Or whatever they are. And if you put side lights on, they do as well. Okay. Yeah, you had your side lights on. You want to leave them off, your side lights. You want your lights on, wear the battery down.
I like a bit of regen, I like.
Yeah, a bit of regen. Your power back.
Like a slow old person now.
Slow old person, yeah, that's ideally suited for electric car owner. Nah, I'm only joking, everyone. True though. No, it's not really.
Oh.
No, stalled it.
Stalled it. Right.
See you later.
See you.
Bye. I missed it just, but there we go, 5,002 miles. And it's raining. To celebrate it, it's raining. It is April, so what do you expect? Got back home, it's on 29%, so I'm charging it up. Might go out later, you never know. Flowers are coming out, aren't they lovely? And it's raining. Oh, look. There's another leaf. Just going. Drive into our fence. So, there it goes. Silence. Morning. Off I go to see my boy play football in Gloucester. Annoyingly, that's the problem. I filmed as I turned the car on, as very often happens, it turns off the foot filming. So it's a bit annoying, the function of it, but there we go. There we go. So that's what happens. I've never really filmed it. That's what happens when you first turn the heating on. So as you can hear, it's pummeling it away. It's 8 degrees. It's set, I think, on 19. Yeah, it's on 19. And that's it. I mean, it's been on for hardly any time at all. 30, 40 seconds. And it doesn't really consume hardly anything. with this new system in the Gen 2, so it's pretty sweet. So say that when we went out the other day, as you saw in that car there, that, you know, it's a 2010 car, I think it is, and it's just awful navigation. This is so simple. I know it's not the most up to date and it's got its problems, but destination, new address, and then you can type a postcode in. You can't do that with the Volkswagen one. And the touchscreen is awful on the Volkswagen one. On this one, you actually touch it and it works. That thing is smack, 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 like that. I lost my temper with it, in fact. It's just so frustrating. And it lets you put part of the postcode in. And then it just says, yeah, that's, you know, where we were going. It was Cardiff. So that's Cardiff. It just says, yeah, you want to go to Cardiff. No, I want to go to this specific postcode. And it just won't let you. Awful piece of equipment in that thing. So it makes me appreciate this even more, even though I'm not overly impressed with it, because it's probably 5-6 year old tech. So here at Nissan Gloucester, Wessex garages, 81%. Just having a quick rapid charge. It's all charging up nicely. We discussed about Susie's car wings not working. Well, it hasn't been set up correctly, so it's got to come into a Nissan garage and they've got to plug their diagnostics kit into it and activate the telematics on it, apparently. So she's got to come into Gloucester to get that sorted. It's quite funny because obviously I've been in with mine, had things sorted, and now I've just popped in and I just seen Paul, who works here, Paul the manager, very nice man, sorted my car out for me. Of course he comes there and he just had a call about another car that you got. So yeah, so he's going to sort that out for us. It shouldn't take very long at all, no cost, just need to obviously the inconvenience of getting here and hanging around whilst it's done, and then she can go away again. It should all be sorted, no major thing really, just a little bit of inconvenience, that's all. But hopefully it will be sorted. So that's in answer to the previous episode where we couldn't get it working. It's because it won't work because it's not being set up correctly. Username and password are all okay, and that all works, but it's just not the actual system in the car hasn't been set up, so that needs sorting. At Nissan garage, looking for a fourth leaf, possibly, depending on what quote we can get for Mike, who works for me. So I've got to stop chewing gum, apologies for that. Yeah, so we're going to have a look and see if we can get a good price. So that's sorted. The quote was no good in comparison to what I've already been quoted from another Nissan dealer, and they are perplexed because they said the deal should all be the same really, but it's 198. You can see that £198 for a Vizia. Where is it? Don't know. It's 198 quid anyway. So that's a no-go from Gloucester, which is a real shame. The other thing that I've started is to see if we can get a discount on our servicing, due to the fact that we've got, or possibly we'll have 4 leafs. Done it on 3 at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we'll get a 4th for Mike. So he's happy to pay 50%, and I'm happy to pay 50% towards it. And if we can get a Vizia at the price I've been quoted, which is 170 plus VAT, on a 6th month plus 47, so that deposit, whatever that is, about £1,000-ish, just under. You know, it's not a lot a month, really. You split it 2 ways. So yeah, it'll probably be servicing on 4 leaves. So I'll see what they come back with. He's going to have a look into it and then email me, I think. So we shall go from there. Yeah, and I got a 90% charge at Nissan, so that's good. That's a bit of free Alecki for me. Just coming back from some MMA fighting we've been watching. So kickboxing and MMA. There's a guy that we sponsor called Carl, and he was towards the end of the bill, and he won by knockout, 44 seconds. Lovely bloke, and pretty chuffed really that he won. I'm on 24% battery. I've had to pick Mike up, who works for me, from work. Despite it being a Saturday, he was in today. And then I've had to go from there to Gloucester, where the fights were, and then I've had to drop back Ross, go back through past work and back home again. So 24%. It's done a lot of miles today, this car, so obviously left on 100%. But when I went to football this morning, I charged it up, as you saw, at Nissan Gloucester, up to 91, 92%. Travelled to Newark, from Newark to Mitchardine, from Mitchardine to Gloucester, from Gloucester to Ross, from Ross to Mitchardine, from Mitchardine to home. Yeah, so a lot of miles, and it's been fine, been really, really good. So I'll try and work out what miles I've done today. I'll post it up once I get back home. Home sweet home, 18%, 5,108 miles, 10:23. Let me go and work out how many miles that is today done. And that is 89 miles travelled today in total. 40% of that was free charging at Nissan. That'll be my wife. Or was it a chicken?